Hey folks, this is Bo and you're watching Digging for Bedrock, and I'm playing Feed the Beast Minecraft mod pack for Minecraft. That was fun. Now the idea today is to tell you what I've been up to, and I have been up to a lot. One of the things I want to start with is the last video. I talked about a quick way of filling up soul shards. Since then, I found out a few things. Number one, that of course, yeah, you can go kill spawners and get 200 souls if you right-click with the soul shard. Don't just kill the spawner. I already knew that, but I also found out that there's a thing called a vile sword, and it's made with this gold ingots that are burned in the soul forge with the corrupted essence, and you get corrupted ingots, and you can make a soul-stealing vile sword. Anyway. So it looks something like this. It looks like that. Soul Stealer 4 is what I have on it. It has up to Soul Stealer 5. Now what that means is you normally kill a mob, 1 soul. You kill it with the Soul Stealer, it adds souls. In fact, you could add all the way up to 5 plus the 1. So at Soul Stealer 5, you're getting 6 souls with every kill. With Soul Stealer 4, I'm getting 5. Now, going back to the slimes, hey, you get a bunch of souls just by killing 1 slime. Now, the secondary news to that was that I said to find slime chunks, fairly easy to do. Raise minimap, which is a part of the Minecraft mod pack. You just turn the slime chunk indicator on, turn on the individual radar for slime mobs, and go after it. One small problem. As soon as I made that video, Minecraft mod pack updated. And, of course, Ray's minimap is no longer a part of the mod pack. Voxel's minimap is. I like it. It's nice. It has cute little pictures of the mobs whenever they're around. You see those black squares on my minimap? Yeah, those will turn into images that you can actually see later. And the fun thing is it uses your images, not set images. Let's see. You can start kind of seeing them come into focus. And let's go further and further down. Yep. So instead of just being little dots, you have these things that look like the face of the mob you're after. Now, that's the one thing, was that, yes, they've changed the mod pack, but you can always put it back on and do it that way. Or the old-fashioned way, find out where they're spawning, light it up, and make a big, block chunk square, and that'll be done. Now, you see, I also have the grid on, which is kind of nice. Watch what happens to the minimap when I do this. It's now the cave minimap, which is kind of neat. It's a feature you can turn on and off. Speaking of which, oh, here we are. Now, I have basically moved my enchantment table and my brewing stand, my netherwort, all down here to where my mob grinder is. Now, it's a very simple drop mob grinder, nothing fancy. No need for fancy, although I got wireless. It's nice. But the idea here is the mobs on a tier 5 soul shard are up there and they fall, boom, and they hit. Now, I have it set up right now for a skeleton, but right now, angry zombies are in it. So that does cause a little bit of a hiccup, and I would turn it on, but they're kind of loud. As you can see, got a lot of skeletons. So that was kind of nice. Working on my zombies. Angry zombies. I want the brains. A little role reversal. And yeah, that's kind of my setup down here. This basically turns on the tier 5 soul shard spawner. And this turns on the back to press the mobs forward. So when I throw the insta health on them, they will die. Now with the zombie ones, I got to do it twice because they're a little more, a little stronger than the others. Now this right here on the side, this turns on an engine that is connected. I'll just show it to you. No mobs, good. Occasionally there'll be a mob for some reason down here. I think I have it lit up, but who knows. In here, the stuff from the transposer down below, which has got to be turned on and off, which is why the timer's on there. That's in here, and this basically, those 2 engines run that stuff into one of 2 places, either into the keeper chest or into the void pipe. So that way I don't have to worry about picking this stuff up once it falls onto the ground in front. Now, that's kind of where I am with the mob spawners, but I will say a few things. Number one, I was in the wither skeleton business for a little bit. I made a tier 5 wither shard, and as a end result, where did I do that? Nope. Yeah, there it is. I have 6 wither skeleton skulls. Now, one small problem with having 6 wither skeleton skulls. That means you could have 2 withers, and I'm not ready for 1. So I'm going to wait on that. Now I have a zombie one accidentally started. I was trying to get that one. Now this Enderman one actually came from my tier 5 skeleton one. Once I was done with it, have all the arrows and bows and bones I could possibly want. Then I basically got rid of that and turned it into an Enderman one. So I only had to kill 1 Enderman to get a tier 5 shard. It's kind of awesome. You have to do that on the anvil to get them to put together. Now, let's see. Also have a blaze. Now, you notice it's tier 0. Killed 2 of them. I'm going to use one of these slime shards I'm working on to get that to tier 5. And that way, it's less hassle. And I know it's a little cheap. It's a little cheaty. But I'm okay with that. Because frankly, dealing with blazes is not really my aspect of fun. Some people like it. I don't. I especially don't like the nether now that they have those bats, which are basically flying creepers, which is fun. You're sitting there hovering around, doing your thing, and all of a sudden, little chirping noise, and then boom, you're dead. Died like 3 times, and that really just messed my day up. Lost several lovely enchanted devices that I had, and so yeah, that was a problem. Now, in the meantime, though, let's see. Oh yeah, the reason I need the brains is because I've started my thumb craft. Hey look, skylight. Now, I basically had to remove those other items that were up here before, put them down with the spawner, and I had lots of room, which is good because I'm going to start adding my thumb craft stuff in here. Don't know if I need this much room for thumb craft, but, it's nice to have the space. The decoration's a little bit overboard, a little tacky, but hey, I'm just that way. Bloody ceilings, screaming walls, dark dank floor. What else says Thaumcraft? And this is still the same up here. I do want to mention one slight thing on the mod pack change. Let's see. Yep. Those hurt now. But right. Yep, still hurts. Yep, still hurts. Weird. Sometimes you can fly strip them and not hurt. So, I don't know. Those may be useful for something later. And they do grow. They have been growing. Those have gotten thicker since I put them up there. And let's see what else. Oh, yeah. Let's talk about my newest toy. I went and got a device that every single person playing Feed the Beast must have. And that is, of course, the laser I was just holding. Now, second to that would be getting a lap pack, because frankly, if you don't have a lap pack, the laser's not as much fun. So, I'm going to do some landscaping. Now, I'm not going to show you the landscaping. I'm just going to do a little modification of stuff out here to show you, because I really would like a river going past my volcano, and I'd like to make my volcano a little more substantial. Now, here's something to watch. I'm in water. Let's see if I can just get in that much water. Okay. Now, if I were in water and the block was in water, can't shoot it. It's a little bizarre. So, sometimes if you wonder why it's not working, it could be the fact that you're in or near water or the block is touching water. For some reason, that laser does have problems with that. But right now, I have it set on horizontal. And you see, as soon as I hit water, nothing happening. Now, sun's about to go down, so I'm going to wrap this up. But I just did want to I wanted to show you how this works and how cool it is. Because if you don't have a mining laser yet, you gotta get one because they're pretty awesome. They have different settings. Right now, this one's set on horizontal, which means if you're at the right level, it will fire out a horizontal beam. The lap pack. Now back to doing it. And like I said, lap pack, definitely worth having it. It increases the duration of this thing greatly. So, there's a whole lot more for me to mine out, and I'm not going to subject you to watching me do that. But what I will say is, if you haven't gotten a mining laser, you need to. And yet, do you notice how it fully charged the laser just for having lap pack on a little bit? That's kind of one of those features that's really nice. You don't have to keep it on. You just put it on, shoot a couple times, and it's back to being charged. A couple of settings for the laser. There's superheat, which actually turns ore into ingots, and so when you get the thing to come out, it's already done. Scatter, which is nice. Now I want to try... Ooh, got an idea. Explosion, which is good. Mining, low focus, all those things. Good. Now my idea that I want to try before I go on, because I want superheat, not that. And there are some ingots that you cannot make without upgrading your industrial blast furnace. However, what happens... read the signs. Ingots, ores. Okay. However, what happens if you could do this? Not there, not... I know I have some. Fancy... there. Tungsten. Now, what would happen if I fired on a tungsten block? I think I'm going to try that. Clean out a little area. Grab me a little tungsten block. And then take the laser after it. Well, it did not turn it into an ingot. It just turned it into tungsten dust. So, you still have to be able to change that. So, yeah. Already had some. Worth an idea. It was worth a shot. But yeah, if you hit one of these ores, it will turn it into the ingot, unless it takes an upgrade, I guess. But that's kind of been what I've been up to, playing with soul shards and getting cool stuff like mining lasers and lap packs. And yeah, that's, oops, better turn that down. I need to figure out, probably going to put a magmatic engine on this instead of this engine, if it's possible. I don't know if it's too much. And then I can do the same setup with this red energy cell, because these are useful, because later, when I do more quarrying, I will just hook them up instead of taking an engine out there, and then that will do what I need. Because I have those, a couple of charged ones, they hold 600,000 MJs, Minecraft joules, or actually it probably stands for megajoules, but yeah, it's kind of cool. And let's see. I think that pretty much brings me up to speed. I'm trying to think if I've left anything out. Doing Thaumcraft. And I'm making an Enderman spawner with that Enderman tier 5. And I'm just going to do a drop spawner, and I'm doing it over my quarry, which has a big enough area that I think I can get them to keep from teleporting, just to fall to their doom. And after I do that, I'll be working on a blaze spawner. See if I can figure that one out. Blaze grinder. And I saw Ethos that he had on his channel, Etholab, and that was for vanilla, which very impressive to make a blaze grinder in vanilla, because you have gas firing at you at all times. So pretty impressive stuff. And so I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to try to make a blaze grinder as well. Once I'm done with all the grinders, I think at that point I need to see if I can make a portal gun, because I'd like to do that next. That involves killing me a wither, and that's going to be fun. Now, little factoid, I could be wrong on this, so if I'm misquoting, sorry. But I understand that withers have as much, if not more, health than does the Ender Dragon. So, kind of going to be tough to beat. And so it takes a little planning and preparing. Now, that's all Minecraft stuff. What I've been doing otherwise has been realizing one very important thing. Whenever you're making these videos, planning and prep is important, because you need to know what you want to say before you say it. You also need to do it when you're really kind of fresh, because if you wait until late in the evening, which I've been doing the past couple of times, oh, it's just too painful. Brain doesn't work like it's supposed to, and so it just doesn't seem to flow. So for video purposes, making videos when you're fresh and having them planned out is definitely the way to go. And as far as all the technical stuff goes, I pretty much feel like I've got that where I want it. And yeah, I think from now on, it's just going to be playing Minecraft, having fun, and working on some other videos for the other channel. And so I will talk with you later. Something's wrong. I feel like I've had a little too much. Like I've eaten too many brains. Hi, folks. Welcome to my torture chamber. That's right. And I still got bubbly head. Bubbly head. And I'm done.